Okay, we're good. Konbanwa, minasan. No,
Technically, it would be Ohio Basin.
yeah.
Come on.
It's afternoon, mother. No.
For them? For Japan, it's afternoon.
Oh
gonna
well, I
be
mean for
morning.
Japan, sure. That yeah. If it's
tomorrow.
even whatever. Hi, so kara. Anyway, yeah. So we're playing Dreadlore, and this time we're playing Into Space.
In Dubai. As they
In
say.
Dreadlore, do you want me to do the whole about Dreadlore, or are we
I want you to do it.
Fine? All right. So yeah. So with Dreadlore, people bid traits instead of rolling dice all the time in order to affect the fiction and the story going forward. Or
bidding a trait?
if something.
What's bidding a trait? What does that mean?
I mean that we have facets of our character that we write down on a piece of paper, which which are basically entirely made up by the participant of the character within reason. Obviously we can't have like God mode as a trait.
You could,
because that'd be a little bit. You could. Fair enough. But yeah, so and then if you bid a trait, you can affect the fiction in a direction that is in alignment with the trait. And obviously as dictated by the arbiter as in a back and forth fashion. But if a action is particularly opposed or just really hard to do anyway, you might have to roll down or throw down with your stats like cunning. Or no, that's never mind. Like brawn, like mind, like grace and wits. What is the difference between mind and wits, you say? Well, you see, sometimes you know things, sometimes you're quick at pretending you know things.
Hey!
Like me. I do that a lot, yeah. So yeah, and then we have our cast for tonight. We have Drizzle. We have Daniel Hoker. We have Bill Bunkum. And we have Ken Howl. Oh yeah, and then there's me. I mean, I guess I'm Andrea Elliott-Johnson, in case you didn't know. And then we have our sponsors.
Which we couldn't find one tonight. So we're sponsoring ourselves. Thank you, Dreadlore.
Oh yeah, we have our Patreon people. We have Natalia Cline.
It's the Ohio River Basin.
Yep, doesn't sponsor.
We have Natalia Cline. We have Tim Roberts. Daniel Hoker, and who's the last one? Nostalgic. Yeah.
Nostalgic. And you have Natalia Cline.
I said that. Well, I wasn't loud enough, which is a problem I have. So yeah, and then of course we have our music by all lowercase letters.
Lowercase letters.
And then we have our glorious media production by Interrupt. Yeah, and then we have Terrible Productions for all the other stuff that makes the game happen.
Apparently Couchfire Media is involved somewhere. I don't.
Oh yeah. Sure I'm sorry. I'm not actually looking at the list this time.
Yeah, don't ever say Terrible. It's bad.
Oh man.
Isn't it?
But yeah. So and then.
Twah.
But yeah, so yeah, and then we already went over our sponsor, which is apparently the Ohio River Valley. And in case you didn't know, Ohio River Valley Syndrome, which is great stuff. If you have allergies, you should totally move to Ohio Valley area.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and I now send it back to you, Arbiter.
All right, so the scene that we're in, if you guys don't know, it's exactly where we started the game.
Oh, shit. Hey, you're right, but you're right.
Finally approach. You finally approach Confuse-Us. Few things that are hanging in the world. The messages that I sent you secret. Burgess complained of an encrypted message. I want to pause it. I want to remind you all, you don't have to deal with it. However, Burgess was given shit, and no one has dealt with it whatsoever.
Do we know about
Dolby.
We don't know about it.
Yeah, he had a whole thing about it. No one talked about it. Dolby has walked up and is starting to talk to somebody. We'll get to that. Skip Trace has gone up to the big, wide table. This table is long, hard, wide. Makes you feel small looking. It's like up to your neck in height. This thing is huge. Huge.
It's like a bar
Huge.
table.
It's like a what?
Like a bar table.
Like a bar table. It is made to make you feel small. It is communist shit. Everything makes you feel small. It's like level 4 of Super Mario Brothers 3. Anyway, Skip Trace. As you're walking up, now this is a player moment. You guys get to decide. Okay? Dolby, you've been talking to who? Skip Trace, you are talking to Confucius. You all are dictating the scene because you bid traits. You tell me what order it is.
I think that since they're sitting beside each other, Dolby should go up and talk to Confucius.
They do not have to be.
Well, I know, but
you can bid a trait to make them like old dudes in the John. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Can I bid a narrative point saying that they're not sitting directly next to each other, that we can have conversations and not hear?
You guys tell me what's up. I've given you the scene. Play. Also, Drizzle, if you don't want that, talk to your player friend and figure that shit out.
I just said I think it's better for Dolby to go talk. Dolby, our boss, to go talk to Confucius, their boss, and tell the underlings.
Why don't you just tell me that?
That's what I'm just saying. That'll come across
Skip,
diplomatically better.
You got something to say to me?
I think it'll come off better if you go boss to boss and talk to Confucius instead of going to one of his underlings.
All right, will you go to Axel and tell him to stop firing on our ship?
Okay.
Right now, Axel is sitting about 5 or 6 feet away, a couple meters.
I just think that once you tell Confucius will tell him to stop.
Okay. Well, give him a heads up, because time is ticking, and we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't want to.
So this is how we're gonna do it. Skip Trace, you had bid what? To go up and talk.
I had bid tactical.
Okay, you still have to bid it. Okay. You are aiding Dolby how? Because on your all's way up there, you have that scene. You're advising him. So
I think that you go tell Confucius and tell Confucius to tell Axel, and I will stand there, and if Axel needs me to, and I'll talk to Axel once Confucius tells him. So then that way I can work with Axel to make sure that stops while you are talking to Confucius. Yeah. But the first thing is you need to tell.
You'll probably need to communicate with the ship as well, because they
with all ship
directly from you. Yeah. Telmus Burgess, you're with me, and I bid career.
Yeah.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Like I said before, to talk to, I guess, Confucius now, and Axel, dude, to introduce us. Asterisk.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Asterix, the little star guy. He looks at Lieutenant Commander Axel. Sorry, I'm macking really quick. Curse the Mac. Come on, where are you? He looks over at Lieutenant Commander Axel. 50-something, looks like a jarhead, tough-looking, chiseled, expressionless, Who knows how old he is? Wow, he looks like just a 1970s rocker from fuck. This guy's been around. He is not into pornos. As you see him, he's got a swoop and more hair than I do.
He does.
Lieutenant Commander Axel, that son of a bitch. As you see Asterix look at him and say, Lieutenant Commander, this is Lieutenant Dolby. Dolby Newman. He's with the Marines SSA. I believe there's been some kind of as you see Axel turn, doesn't say anything. Asterix stops and kind of goes to 10 hut. Attention. Axel has tiny, tiny eyes. You can see the sparkle in these little beady eyes as he reviews you all. As he does so, all of you can either bid or throw down against a sanity roll.
Nice.
It's up to you. As this lieutenant commander of the P&B, an austere symbol, blazing symbol of the Prime Naval Brigade, the SSA, strong person, criticizes you with his eyeballs.
I bid my name, Katrina Thomas.
As you bid your name, a little bit of renegade in you. You get that feeling of, don't tell me what to do.
Well, it's less renegade, and I don't know, I guess it depends on your definition. Or it's more the fact that Katrina Thomas grew up going to dinner parties with generals, so she could give less of a shit about this lieutenant commander.
Fair enough.
I bid my gift stare.
As you stare at the lieutenant commander.
Yeah, as I'm walking up, because I'm walking up to approach him.
You stare him right in the eyes. His little beady eyes lock with yours for a moment. Maybe the slightest of nods. Dolby Burgess?
I'll bid my name as well. I like that. I know who I am. I've been doing this a long time. I've been reprogrammed many times.
Very similar. Go on.
Oh, sorry.
I got a pasty plastic look because I've been in cryo a lot.
Speaking of that, I will bid my fate, which is the fool. I don't know what he's talking. I don't get it.
Dolby, as Axel looks at you, from whom everyone rolls around. Yes, Katrina, you get a pip. Fine, it was a funny joke. Off stream. Dolby, as you see Axel look at you, you see yourself in him. You see a monster. Now, as to what Dolby thinks about that, we're going to find out. Interesting bid. Interesting bid. I've put you in a conundrum. So, you all, and someone needs to mark this down for the group, you all get a dread point. You get a dread point if the arbiter, me, fucks you over for the story. As Dolby, you see yourself. Now, how you respond is up to you. I will tell you who Axel is. He is insane. He is insane. He's been around the block. couple hundred years old because of cryosleep, has done horrendous things, total sociopath, believes in his version of the SSA. 100%. As he sees you. And this is the point of the dread point. When he sees you, he makes a decision, which you can't affect. That is the reason you all get a dread point. Why? I'm fucking you over. Because of the bid. What is the decision? Let's do a fate roll just cuz. All right. Who's fortune? Who's false fortune?
I will be fortune.
Who's false?
I'll be false, I guess.
Here are the stakes. Dolby, as it was your bid, what is fortune?
Fortune as he sees himself in me. And
what does that mean?
That means that he sees a person that gets shit done, and isn't afraid to, bend the rules a little bit. But it also means that I'm sure that he might kill me at any time. But
Yeah, so that's fortune. False fortune. How shall the arbiter play it? I gave you a dread point. So, hey, Katrina, what's false fortune?
Oh, false fortune is
Make it good.
false fortune is he decides he sees a threat to his power because he's in a good position right now. He sees the PNB coming in to muscle away his hard-earned position. So he basically decides then and there that he's going to do whatever he can to make sure we don't leave the planet.
Okay, so I gave you all a dread point. Okay? Dread point, do you know what it all means?
Dread point means we can decide if there's something that we don't want, like you say this happens, we can use a dread point to say no, it doesn't.
Very good. Get a pip. A dread point is literally the players revolting against the arbiter. Okay? And arbiter grants a dread point, or the players ask for a dread point if they feel something is cheating. Okay? So it's sort of a give and a take for the purpose of the story. All right. I'm going to sweeten this deal. So fortune is Axel is basically Dolby, just advanced. As in like
a
older
mentor.
and
Yeah. Could be he sees himself, oh, okay, this guy coming off. Like he just needs to have
the same
a
language.
Yeah.
And that means that it's pretty easy to talk. False fortune. Axel has already made up his mind. We got to sweeten the deal. You got a dread point for it. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. I have something on layaway. I like your false fortune, Katrina. But is it that false? Is it false enough for a dread point?
Well, like when I say not leave the planet, like he would intend to just straight up execute us.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
All right. Here's false fortune. I love that. That cruiser, the Defiant. If false fortune goes, fires everything at the Cool Mint. Blows up your fucking ship. It's already set in stone.
And everyone on it.
Now, does it happen right now? We'll see. But that's where Axel is. They're gonna blow up your goddamn ship. They're gonna execute you. They're gonna fucking crucify your asses. That's false fortune. That's the dread point. Fortune is way better. Spend your resources, motherfuckers, unless you roll. Go. Holker's gonna win. He's not gonna win. Holker, I curse you with the Arbiter's curse. You will not win. You already rolled, didn't you? You rolled when I told you, didn't you? Motherfucker. Do it.
What'd you get?
I got a 40.
Oh no.
Oh man, I got a 90.
Oh.
I'll spend one of my proficiencies though.
Axel and Dolby look at each other in the eyeballs. Their bloodshot eyeballs. Which
My
one will it
hand.
be?
My hand is on my
Roll.
little sword.
Round two?
Sitting there.
Like tap, tap, tap.
Yes, Hulker.
Of course you rolled 2.
Hulker rolled a 2.
No, he said round 2.
Oh,
Round 2.
Don't roll a
I
2.
rolled a 7.
Oh, nice. I'll go ahead and spend a proficiency.
Well,
I guess.
84.
84.
All right. I'm gonna switch
Dolby, as
hands.
you're walking
Alright,
up, there's like the gravitas music. It's like all lowercase letters is playing. You're like,
Hold on.
oh no, I'm getting a bad
We're getting ready to
feeling
throw
about
down
it."
here. Well,
I
I
spent
mean,
another proficiency.
Time for the rubber
It's
dice.
all your fault. It's all your fault.
Yeah, it is.
Here's round 3.
oh, is this 3?
Yep.
Fuck.
That does not look good.
Yeah.
What'd you
23.
get?
What?
23.
92.
Gosh.
Man, you're good.
Drizzle, it's
Why
all
would
your
you do
fault.
so good on the
Yet
rolls
again.
on this?
All your
Like, what the
fault.
fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna switch dice too. Let's do that.
All right,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
I will
go
switch
ahead and
my proficiencies.
Okay, go ahead.
okay.
Let's do it again.
Do it. Stoopy
It's
Jones gave you guys a pepper and a teapot.
Oh, nice. We're having a hot time. I think there's some
81?
grunting going,
14.
some chest beating.
Fuck.
What is it?
Okay.
14.
He got 14. I got 51.
You rolled it.
All right.
Alright,
A
I'll spend-
14.
So at this point, this is the 4th time.
Yeah, that's
At
it.
this point. No, it's not it.
Oh.
Drizzle, roll me a d4.
4.
All right. You guys have 4 more chances.
Oh, dang.
I'm going to spend a proficiency. So
Here we go.
Do it.
Grease these palms.
Does that mean we're like standing like nose to nose at this point? We're like practically making out.
What'd you get?
You are making out.
Yeah, we're making out.
59.
57. Just barely.
What?
it was my proficiency. My proficiency did it.
Yeah, good job.
All
Your,
right.
your proficiency was proficient.
As we're going to go around describing this scene. 57 to 59. Axel, Lieutenant Commander Axel, is about to fire on your ship and destroy it. Basically, give the word. In this scene where you guys are, why doesn't he? What is the situation? What's the description? What do you do? What does someone else do? In the air, what do they do? We're going to go around Katrina. And we're going to go around Katrina, Drizzle, Holker, Dolby. Go.
Spend a pip for this because this is not something we've covered before, and I feel like it's probably worthy of a pip. On my armor, I'm going to say that there is a very prominent, obviously it's scratched up because, Katrina gets into shit, but a very prominent and very noticeable symbol of the Telmis Shipping Company or Telmar Shipping Company on her, on her chest plate. And when he sees that, he kind of goes, "Oh, this might be, more important than I thought it was," kind of
I
thing.
love that. I love that. Drizzle.
As well, this goes back to our stare, because he stared at me, and it started as a stare of disdain, but then when he saw my stare, he's like, "Oh, wait a minute," and he did that slight nod. I did my slight nod, and so he's like, "Did I hear a story of that guy once?
What was the story? You got to
I
give
don't
me
know.
more.
I just made
You
it
gotta
up
give
right
me
off."
more. You got to give me more. This is a dread point, motherfucker.
Oh,
Katrina, also, you spend a pip. You got to design the Telmar Shipping logo.
Interesting. Okay, I like the idea. I'll do it.
okay.
And we can give you time, Drizzle, if you want.
No. He's sitting there, and he's like, "That guy looks familiar. One of the missions I was on
Who was
a
with you?
while back." Huh? Well, no. This is what he's saying. This is
I
what
see.
Axel's saying. One of the missions I was on, there was a ship that went in before us, and almost got taken out. But their leader revolted, or not revolted, but their leader didn't follow orders and got his ship out, which also kind of saved my ship because I didn't have to go in there.
I want more.
I don't know. I don't know mid-touch stuff. That's what.
Think on it. You
Yeah.
got to sell it. The whole dread point. Dread points are powerful.
Yeah.
You got to sell it. I want names. I want places. I want you to design. You're an arbiter, motherfucker. You got to do this on the fly. All right, Hulker.
Axel looks at Burgess's gun and realizes that it's actually the muzzle of a giant flamethrower. And he starts to put two and two together. Like, oh, that little incident of down at the Capitol there, what? Oh no.
We're in a small room. We're in a room underground that fire would not do good in.
Hulker, I will give you a pip for that. Indeed, you are a threat. How the fuck did you get in here? Boom. All right, Dolby.
It's funny, Burgess. Like it's amazing when somebody takes what you were gonna say. The six of us come in, and 5 of us are people that he's not seen before. We're all fully decked out. But I'll take it a step further. I am standing, because I think I bid career.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe in a very dominant way. I got my hand on an object that I'm sure he's seen before, or maybe not seen before. That laser sword. I am covered in blood. And I am threatening, just very threatening, and stance, and kind of coming in, sort of like I own the place. And we're being presented. So we're definitely unexpected. And clearly he sees we're all wearing our helmets, I believe, at this point. Still. So anything that he perceives that he thinks he sees in us is we're mysterious. And it's kind of shocking. Are they wearing helmets, and are they?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So they
Although you are surrounded by the Marines of
Sure.
Asterix,
Sure. So we've got a group of
are their Marines.
Yeah, we've got 10 Marines around us. Or there's 10 Marines in this room. It's a big room, but it suddenly feels a lot smaller.
Yep.
And he's
love
looking
it.
at Asterisk. He doesn't look at he's not looking at me as much.
Asterix has his helm up.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah. So they're paying attention to Asterix, not you. So you have a
Yeah.
little bit of roguish, stealthy behavior. All right, Drizzle.
Okay, so Skip Trace was leading a mission on the moon of Nobile. His
Write
mission.
that down.
Huh?
Somebody
his
should write
mission-
that down.
His mission was to, his orders were to stand down and wait for reinforcements to arrive. Axel was the reinforcements. He though had, even though they told him to stand down, they would not listen to him when he said that something was up. Something was strange about the enemy combatants on this planet. So he took his best squad. He didn't stand down and wait. He took his best squad, led by him, and went in. And it just so happened that this terrorist group of the Quarter, that's spelled Korder, Quarter. This terrorist group called the Quarter actually had a large bomb on this moon, Nobile. And if we had stand down, it would have set the bomb off and blown up us with the reinforcements. But because I took my elite squad and went in led by me, we were able to go in, take the base, and disarm the bomb before Axel even landed. But I did not follow orders. I did not do what they
All right.
in doing so made my name bigger, and
All right.
Commander
You get a flaw or a
okay.
trait. No, we'll say a flaw.
Okay.
Sorry, I cut you off. Go on.
No. So what happened was my name got out there. Axel maybe was one who also spread it and said that, but our commander, the one who told me to stand down, it overshadowed him and he got pissed because then I was the hero, not him. I disobeyed his orders, so he's the one who busted me down. And his name was Commander Straub.
All right. I love it. I love it. Very well done. Remember this. So, this is what we're going to do. Dolby and Skip Trace.
Yeah.
Roll a D100. We're going to find out how old you motherfuckers are. Now, don't tell me what it is.
Okay.
Take that number. Now roll it again. So this new number, add them together. Don't
I
tell
got
me.
the exact
Don't
same
tell me.
thing
Oh, did
twice.
you?
Yeah.
Don't tell me what it is. Now, based on your character, add a number to it. If you want your character to be like way old, add 100. If you want your character to be like a little bit old, add 5. Whatever it is, take those two numbers, add a number to it. Okay? That's how old you are. Make that a trait. Whether you want to tell people that or not, that is a trait you guys have. How old are you? At this point, you could easily be 300 years old. Okay? So we'll say the maximum is 100. As in, like, the number that you can add to whatever you rolled and you rolled is 100. Okay? So if you rolled 100 and you rolled 100 and you're adding 100, you're 300 years old.
Oh, okay.
Keep that number. Skip Trace, you have this story. Axel remembers this story.
Well, so because our visors are down, our visors can go from like not being able to be seen through to see through.
Yeah,
like,
opaque to translucent or transparent.
So as he's looking at me, mine just flickers like that real quick, and so it goes from opaque to translucent.
Flashing.
So he can see me.
You're flashing your fucking face.
Yeah, well, and I'm approaching to talk to him as well. So like it's kind of so that's when our eyes lock.
Yep.
And he may realize who I am.
So all of this said, you all won the fate roll and you got a narrative point. As Axel sees you, Skip, and looks over at you, Dolby, gives you a nod. You see him click his earbud, stand down. As they don't blow up your ship. Confucius stands there. He is in communist regalia. He looks like Fidel Castro, except Asian. He's got, as in Japanese, he's got big ol' sideburns. His hair is like, got white frosted tips. He looks like this picture, except, the space Asian, right? We're all mixed blood in the future. As he turns in very, we'll say charismatically, who is talking to him?
To Confucius?
Yep.
I guess I am.
Hello.
Is that the what we
Yes.
decided? Okay.
He gestures big and wide. So you are the new P&B.
Yes. It's good to see you.
He kind of like looks over and then back to you. It's like he's
I
made this
see-
grand gesture.
I see you guys have been busy over the last few years.
Of course, we like to honor the deals we have made with our friends. You see him like walking back behind this huge table. You're like 10 feet away from him because the table's that big.
Oh,
There's
nice.
shit on, as in like bits and pieces, paperweights and papers and maps and all kinds of stuff. So, you come here to join us, yes?
In a manner of speaking. I think we've come in here to join you in hell. And I'm going to spend cunning.
Okay.
Just from what has gone down, you are in violation of the SSA. We have been given orders to make sure that the spice flows back to the Soul System Authority, and that spice has not been flowing. So, what do you have to say for yourself?
You spent cunning.
I know. I'm in my cunning round. I am going to position myself right by Axel Rose. Or Axel. And I'm gonna say I've been given orders to get Cobalt to return to production, to return back to our soul system. By hook, by crook, or with a deal.
So you are speaking to Confucius and you move up to
Yeah.
Axel with cunning and speak to him and say that.
No, I'm saying this to Confucius out loud, and I'm positioning myself, and I'm gonna use
At Axel.
strategic, because Axel is a bad motherfucker looker guy.
Yep.
And I measured him up and saying that he's a problem. Also, he controls whether or not my ship lives or dies. So if I can kill him before, like if he starts to move or make any kind of
All right, it's your
offensive.
cunning round. What do you do? Because it's cunning, you do get to go first or at the same time, but that
Yeah,
means
what-
that people react to you, so they don't get to react until you do what you do. So they don't wait, and then you get to go. You are acting, and what do you do? And then they will go.
Katrina, can you, or I'm gonna broadcast the orders that I was given through my speakers that we've talked about.
All right.
And just have it start talking. Which is
What are the
like,
orders everybody hears?
which was like the orders that we were given early on at the very
I'm laying
beginning.
it all on you. If you're doing this, it is on you to decide. What
the
do they hear?
orders are Confucius is a communist Soviet Asian duster. He has overthrown Alexander Bell, and basically the war crimes that he has committed. And
You got to do it, man. You got to do it. Otherwise, it's like, hey, so Confucius is a war criminal and like he's bad. So like you got to do it or else that's what they hear.
Confucius, you are a war criminal and a traitor. You are being called out for your misdeeds. What do you have to say for yourself?
Everybody hears that. Cunning round still on you, sir. What are you doing? For that is the action.
I'm gonna order
We
my
Cannot act until you're done.
I'm gonna order my soldiers to fan out, and I'm going to plug into Brick. I'm gonna message Brick really quickly and say,
If you're gonna order your soldiers, you have to do it.
okay, Silas, Burgess, fan out.
Oh yeah. Silas is outside. Fan out where?
Oh wait, Silas. Yeah, be ready. Shit could be coming. I'm not really sure.
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
Outside.
Burgess. Skip. Get into position. This is all gonna weigh on what Confucius says next. If he says something we don't like, you end him.
I've raised my flame gun.
Okay. You can act with cunning. You do raise it, but you can't act until the player turn unless you spend cunning.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna
All that happens.
hold and see if Axel makes an aggression stance.
So this is the cunning round. This is what you have done.
Yeah.
Dolby, is there any kind of other than just the doing? Are you changing anything else?
Oh yeah, and I wanted
Controlling
to
anything about the fiction.
message Brick saying you guys are
Okay.
fucked. You better get out of line of sight or you're
Evasive
dead.
maneuvers. Okay.
Yeah.
So cutscene as the Cool Mint facing off with the cruiser. I will not tell you what happens on the cruiser because you don't know.
Yeah.
The Cool Mint, Alice Brick, gets the message and says, "Move! They're gonna attack!" As Vesper goes down and the cruiser, seeing this evasive maneuver, engages. All right, anyone else spending cunning? You all don't see that. That is outside. In this room, tensions go all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no cunning. As the antagonists go.
I'm just glad we spent all of those proficiencies to get them not to fire for you to then just start a fight.
I have no idea how he would not fire. Axel throttles you, Dolby. He leaps at you and grabs you around the neck and tries to kill you. Confucius goes, ah! Dives underneath his desk, grabbing for the machine gun that he has there, jumping up, and he starts to attempt to attack. The other people in the room start leaping out of the way. The Marines that are there, half of them attack you all, half of them attack each other, as all bedlam fucking blows into smithereens. The cruiser gives chase to the Coleman, of railguns as a fucking firefight occurs over the city. Many of the blasts, because it's literally over the city, hit the city, break the grid as buildings explode out into nothingness. All fucking bedlam occurs. The clad ship, seeing this, something happens on it as they start their movement towards a thing. All right. Right. This will be reaction rolls for all of you. Unless, Burgess, you are spending cunning, or anyone else. I guess you guys didn't. Actually, I gave you guys a countdown.
Yeah. No,
hold on. I gave you a countdown. You actually can't. I gave you a countdown.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't spend cunning unless you guys drop your dread point, because it's already done. So reaction rolls for everybody as you are being shot the fuck up by some of the Marines, and Confucius is like, blowing the shit out, and I'm gonna roll randomly to see how the Marines do. So, yes. Everybody roll reaction. Unless you're spending your dread point. 5.
I'm
4,
gonna spend a
3,
dread point.
2, 1. Dread point has to be everyone has to, because it's a group dread point.
Oh, never mind. I was readying for Axel to attack me, so that's fine.
Yep.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Grease.
Everybody roll reaction. If the entire action was attempting to provoke him, that needs to be a part of I am trying to provoke him, and therefore I'm going to do a thing.
I wasn't trying to provoke him. I was trying to put myself in a stance, so I had some. I thought I bid strategic.
Well, you
to
bid and you
myself.
provoke him. Oh, strategically position. Okay, yeah, sure. So we'll say that you get the full defensive. So you get a +2 to the defense.
Okay.
So you are defensive, but the idea was, the action was to provoke him.
Yeah.
And you have. So he is attacking you.
Yeah. I was trying to see who was on the SSA side.
Yeah, you have incited literally everyone.
Yeah.
So, everybody roll. Reaction, you're being fired at. The threshold is 4.
I got 5.
Well, I made the threshold, but that's it. So it's limbo for me.
I got 5 and flare.
The reason it's 4 is because there's bedlam and no one's really like focused on anyone except for on Dolby, but that's just one person. Normally it'd be higher than that because they're like all moving against one person, but it's just craziness is going on.
I got 5.
Okay. And this will be all right. As Skip Trace, how do you get out of the way?
As people start firing, I've been in this situation before. I know I'm looking around and seeing who's firing on who, and I get to one side with the people that would not be firing on me, if that makes sense.
Yep. As you move over and kind of take cover, you see people are just firing on no one really knows who is on each other's team. and that bedlam you take advantage of.
Yep.
All right.
I just finished up the logo.
Nice.
All right. Tell me. Okay, go ahead and show it. Oh, nice.
I can't see it. Drop me a message. Take a photo and drop me or you can't. I guess you can't. Take a
Yeah,
photo.
I'll send you one after
Yeah.
the end of the game. Or
Nice.
and probably
All right.
honestly, what I'll do is I'll probably clean it up in like Photoshop, or
Oh, cool.
something.
Um, Skip. It looks like Axel, Confucius, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Marines of Asterix's have turned.
On us. Okay.
And then you have 4 Marines, Asterix, and Cool Me. So you have 7 people to their 7 people. So Cool Me and Asterix on your are on your all side.
Okay.
And 5 Marines. Everyone else is on theirs. All right. As it goes down, what did you roll, Katrina?
I got 4 successes.
Okay. Drizzle, will you roll me 2d4? What'd you get, Burgess?
No successes.
All right.
I
And
got a
Dolby.
4 and a 1.
I got 5 with Flare.
Burgess, you take 6 damage. Katrina, you take 3 damage. As some ricochet hits you, Katrina, and implants in your armor. Burgess, as they just light you up, your armor takes most of it. Dolby, as you're able to pivot and not take any damage. In the Bedlam. All right. This will be a thing. Katrina, please roll me a d12. Dolby, roll me a d6. I'm going to give you guys 2 different rolls. What'd you get?
I got 12.
I got 1.
Roll it again.
Oh, what the heck? 12 again.
I got 3.
Outside, the cool mint crashes into the ground. As there is a hole put through it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Dolby, roll a d6.
6. Uh-oh.
Dolby, you get a message. As all this is going down in your HUD, you see this encrypted message pop up. It's cut short. I will send it to you now.
Okay.
This is DJ Knopfler. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Because I can see that one. I can't see that one. If I did the other one, then you'd see my mouse like wander up and then we'd all disappear. That would be the end. The end of everything. Oh, nice.
Alfred is gone as the railgun shoots clean through whatever was left of Alfred.
Yeah, fuck Alfred. Good.
As the cool
Yay!
mint spirals. All right, roll a d6. Who wants to do it? We'll say Drizzle.
4.
As the cool mint spirals, Josh does the mom thing, the mom arm in front of Dole. as just like in Serenity, part of the cockpit crushes him as Josh is dead.
Good.
In 2 pieces. Player turn.
I want to spend a narrative point to, as this bedlam is going on, to look at Axel and go, I saved you and your troops once. Choose wisely.
Axel or Asterix?
Axel, because Axel's
Axel.
the one that I had the whole story that I made up earlier.
As he's attempting to grab Dolby's throat, he looks up at you and says, don't you know he's insane? As he like punches Dolby's helmet, but it's like, gong, it doesn't do anything.
No.
As he says, he's not giving you the right orders, as Dolby like fights back and stuff. So what are you bidding? What are you trying to change about this? Because this is fucked. Skip trace, this is fucked. So you got to change something within the fuckery.
Okay, I'll aid him by saying to Axel, you know, if you just let this happen, you could be in charge.
And I'd like to aid.
And I'll give
aid-
him, and I'll
What do you
give
bid?
him my wits, which is a D8.
And what do you bid to do it?
For that, I will bid Cool Cat. Yeah.
All right, Katrina, you bid that. You do aid him. What were you saying, Dolby?
I'd love to aid as well. And
You're gonna do it.
I'll bid tough. And I'm gonna give him my wits die.
How is this aiding him?
Well, Axel just punched me in the face, and I'm gonna say, you punch like you're just a weakling. You punch like a little child.
All right, that will aid him. That will aid Skip. However, it will raise the threshold.
Oh well.
Sometimes bidding actually works the other way.
Oh no. Well, it's a D3 or it's a D6.
It's D6.
Sorry.
Okay.
As you
so-
make him angrier, although that can be to your benefit because he's not thinking straight.
Yeah.
I'm bidding free thinker.
So the threshold will be higher for you, Dolby, but it will be lower for Skip Trace because Axel is angrier, right?
So with that, what am I?
Yeah, what are you trying to do? You got all these people like saying shit. What are you doing? What do you want to happen? That's the bid, and that's what this threshold's based on.
I was trying to get him to be on our side against Confucius. Is what I was
Right.
trying to do, and
Okay.
him and his troops.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't trust you at all. Dolby, he thinks is insane. He knows Dolby. He thought that they were on a level, and Dolby just threw the fuck down. Dolby just fucked this up. That's what happened with Axel. Now, out of game, I think it's awesome. In game, Dolby just fucked it up. He just started a fight. So, why would he do that? That's the answer. That's the question you have to answer. Why would he be like, oh yeah, I'll just stop firing at you and then you can kill me? No, he's not going to do it. Dolby's got to die. So he'll stop firing at you, but Dolby's got to die. Or be put down somehow. How are you going to answer that? And we'll say that, like, you see this dude He is trying to kill Dolby.
Yeah.
Straight up. Dolby's in like fucking like armor and shit. This dude's like coming at him with like man hands.
I'm just gonna take a shot at Confucius and try to put Confucius down. If Confucius goes down, because right now it is Dolby versus Confucius. So the first one to go down.
Okay. So this is how we're gonna do it.
That makes.
This is how we're gonna do it. So you have two players that are aiding you for not the action you're doing. And the way we're gonna do this, Katrina, what was the die you gave him?
A D8. It was
And Dolby?
A D6.
Okay. So
I don't know.
Skip.
This is
No, I think it's great.
fine.
I like it.
Skip, I understand. I'm the arbiter. Skip, you have a D8 and you have a D6 on layaway. They have gifted. They don't have those anymore. You don't have those dice. Whatever aspect you gave, it's gone until he uses it.
Yep.
It's gone. So, Skip, you've got those on layaway. Put those to the side. However you want to use those, whenever, or if you want to give them back, it's up to you. You've got those. The action you're taking has nothing to do with what they're trying to aid you with, which is fine. Go ahead and throw down. You got those aid dice. And because I'm a dick, to give them back to them, you have to bid. Or Hulker has to. Somebody has to. As you're taking a shot at Confucius, right?
yeah.
So you all know, next round, these Marines will orchestrate themselves and start taking targets. The thresholds will be in 6 and 7s.
Hey Hulker, can you roll a D6 and tell me high or low?
Uh-oh. Drizzle, what'd you get?
I'm not done yet, and
Okay.
I'm sucking ass.
Oh no.
Low.
If you can somehow use those aid dice.
Okay,
I've rolled those
thank you.
dice.
Is Katrina gonna turn cloak? We're gonna find out. We're gonna
I expect
find
it.
out. We're
I
gonna
expect it.
find out. Dolby, as an arbiter, I'm gonna remind you. You do have bids
Sure.
for NPCs.
Yep.
So Dole, who is dead, you still have a bid for him. Alfred, who's dead, you still have a bid for them. If you can swing it, if you can figure out a way
Sure.
on the player turn, technically, they do get a bid. Their last action.
Okay, so I have 5 successes.
All right. 5 successes against Confucius. His bow def is 4. We need to roll just because he's big bad evil guy. So Dolby, roll me a d10. You'll probably want to roll low. And Hulker, you know what? We're not going to go for you. Yeah, we are. Fuck it. D8. This guy's squirrely.
I got 1 success or 7.
Okay, so that'd be 5. And Hulker, what'd you get? How many
One
successes?
success.
So 6. 6 is the threshold. You guys can spend proficiencies to re-roll. How meta
Awesome.
of this game. So if you can roll lower, then that means Drizzle can hit.
Um,
Do you want me to spend a proficiency to re-roll my D10?
Because you guys are rolling
Okay.
4 Confucius.
well, here's what I'm going to bid Marine to activate 2 is better than 1. So I'll take 2 shots at him, basically.
Choo-choo. Okay.
So then that gives me an extra D8.
Okay, so do they need to spend proficiencies or not?
Yeah.
Did you just say yes? I'll spend it for proficiency to reroll.
All right, reroll that shit.
Noisy.
We'll call it a fabrication proficiency.
All right. It's for an NPC, so you can spend anything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm technically at limbo right now.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
So
I got 1 success. Again,
All right, same thing.
same thing.
so
But I
I'm
rolled
at
lower.
limbo.
I rolled a
Oh,
4.
you're gonna roll any? You gonna roll any proficiencies to roll lower? Because you are rolling for the bad guy.
Yes, I will spend a proficiency.
All right. Doesn't matter which one, because you guys are rolling for the bad guy. So re-roll. You got to take this number. It's a D8.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh,
Hey.
that's 2.
So that means
Okay.
you are not at limbo.
Yeah.
Well done, Ken. Well done, Holger, for helping the fellow player. Fuck you guys. All right. Roll your damage, sir.
Okay.
And you remember you get a +1 since you beat it by 1.
Yeah.
Poor Confucius.
That's 10 damage.
Oh shit. All right. Describe how you were attacking this guy.
As I say that, like I'm looking at Axel and I say what I say, and then you just see me bring up my gun
What
and
did you
go,
say?
I saved you and your troops once. I saved you and your troops once. Pick wisely. And as I'm saying this, I'm bringing the gun up and I da-da-da, because it's 2 5-shot bursts straight at Confucius for 10 damage.
As you see him, as you see blood dramatically out of his face and into his beard. You all get a dread point.
Shit.
Mark it down. As
What?
Confucius, leaning forward on the desk, blood dripping everywhere. Fuck you all! You see him hit a button as a big red button opens up on the desk. This little thing, as he slams his fist down, and the room ignites in an explosion, thermonuclear.
Oh, we become liquid. I would like to spend a dread point.
I think you could.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
you cannot drop a dread point to negate a dread point.
Oh, is that the dread point? Oh, your dread point. So
You get
he is gonna
another
hit that.
two dread points.
I'd like to spend a
You-
narrative point then,
Okay.
saying that
I do.
know, that he hits the button to get the button to come out, but it jams,
Okay. As
so he can't get to it.
he hits the button as it dink kind of jams, and you see him working with fuck.
I
And
at
you
this
see
point,
it says like thermonuclear button on it. It's a tactical nuke. It's gonna blow you all up if you get it out. What?
I would like to light him up like a candle.
Okay, it is the player turn. You can do that. So this is the player turn. It's all of your turns.
Yeah,
Burgess is going
I'm the
first.
only one who's made an action so far.
I would like to do something too.
What are you doing? Burgess
well,
is flaming him, which you are technically sort of nearby, by the
I'm
way.
nearby him.
Yeah, they're standing next to each other.
I'm going to make a jump out of the way.
Okay.
to move and try and maneuver myself out of the way of the flamethrower to
All right, what do you bid?
on. I will bid calm under fire. Literally,
So
I'm getting fired upon, and I'm
So once Burgess has described this, we will give you a description of how you get out of the way. You don't have to throw down.
Mhm.
Katrina, Burgess alights this argon flamethrower right next to you in an underground bunker. All the oxygen is gone. The room superheats. You all have on your armor and your helms, so you're okay. You notice the people that don't are having a hard time. Burgess, what do you bid?
I bid. I bid soldier.
All right, and what happens?
I see him trying to hit the button, and I raise up the flame gun and point it at him, and he looks up, and in a split second, he knows.
Roll your damage. Not that it matters, because you roll at least 2 dice, and that's all he's got. So this is just for posterity's sake.
well, and everybody else in the room.
Them too.
6 plus, hold on, 8 total.
All right. As flames explode in the room, this is an AoE. Dolby, you leap out of the way. You will take 2 damage. So it's quartered. Katrina and Skip Trace, roll thy defense. So action die and Grace.
Okay.
As the room fills with fire, argon fire, Dolby like, huh? Gets
So
out
that's
of the way.
3 successes for me.
What'd you get, buddy?
Two successes for me. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have my
As
down.
both of you take 4 damage, your armor singed as you move back from Burgess. Just Confucius, who screams. Burgess, describe how you kill Confucius.
He's in the line of fire.
Dun.
Yeah,
You
and
get
that's
a
about it.
as Axel gets burned, he's putting himself out. There's a moment. The room is on fire. People are coughing. The Marines that are in here are scorched, but they're still up. But there's a moment of confusion. Confucius is a torch of carbon as he falls back dead. There's a moment of, what the fuck just happened? As you all stand up, some of you a little bit singed, some of you not, Dolby. Confusion. Axel is on the ground rolling as he's getting up. Everyone has taken some sort of damage. What do you all do? This
Axel,
is
I
world.
would have given you a planet, yet you had to be a dick about this. Now we're all fucked.
All right. Next. Anyone else act? I'll give you 5 seconds.
I'm moving towards the door.
I'm gonna bid
Okay.
something.
You go out it.
No, I'm just moving towards the door.
I'm not asking for bids. Just what are you doing? Because this is
Oh,
world
yeah.
action.
Yeah,
Katrina?
I'm assessing the
Yeah,
situation.
Katrina starts also going towards the door.
Yep. So you guys are leaving. Burgess,
I'm not leaving. I'm just
you're towards
so
the
that
door.
way, so that way I can get out real quick.
Yep. Burgess?
I'm leaving.
All right. Burgess runs out the door. Dolby, it's on you. As you see Axel looking up at you, he looks back, seeing what has happened, looking back at you.
You know what's going on.
It's a
What's that?
You guys are trading with the Clad. You're no SSA op.
You know who the SSA are?
Yeah, they're the people that give me something to do with my life.
They're the people that send you back to that camp when you accomplish your mission. They're run by the politicians. You think you're doing the Lord's work out here? Wake up, Lieutenant.
No, I'm gonna. Do I need to spend cunning to cut him in half, or can I just cut him in half?
This is world action as it is the bad guy's action, and
I would
he's
like to-
saying this, so you can spin cunning.
Yeah, I would like to spend cunning.
As he's a bad guy, and Confucius is dead, smoking, you will go at the same time as he does.
Yeah.
All right, you drop cunning. Anyone else? Is
I
that
will
happening?
drop-
yeah, I'll drop cunning.
I
Alright,
will drop.
I need-
cunning.
Before I say what, because this is happening at the same time, normally cunning, you go first. With him and his Marines, you're going at the same time. So you all have to say what you're doing. You notice the Marines are backing Axel, as in the ones that, were on his side.
I'm going to aim at one of the Marines that was on Axel's side, not Asterix dude side.
Okay. Don't
is
roll
where I'm
yet.
going.
Think of a bid. Anyone who's spending cunning, tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna since I didn't say anything about it, this whole time, I will spend a pip to say I brought my drone in with me,
Okay.
and Katrina is bolting out the door.
Katrina bolts out there. What do you bid to do it?
I will bid. Let's see what makes the most sense. Strider. Oh yeah, I forgot about
He's
that
going,
one.
"Huh, huh, huh." All right. Are you dropping cunning Burgess or no?
I thought I left.
Oh, Burgess is out. So Katrina, you see Burgess is already leaving as you are running behind him. All right, Dolby, actions on you as you drop cunning as you pull out your laser sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ignite it. What color is it?
It's blue. Yeah, it glows. I mean, in this atmosphere, it's extra
Axel pulls out his laser sword.
nice.
Of course, it's red. And you guys go toe to toe. All right, make your roll as you have the cunning just against him. Threshold, which is Bodef, of 6.
Okay.
As he's going to cut your head off. Drizzle,
Well, I'm gonna.
roll me a d6, please. Now, Ken, because you're a player, you get the benefit of knowing if he rolls a 1.
Okay.
He doesn't. Threshold of 7. As he is going for your fucking head to cut your fucking head off.
Good. I would expect nothing less.
Womp. Go you there fourth. You have your aspect back because it's a new turn or new round.
All right,
And
cool.
Skip spent it.
I would like to spend a narrative point to quickly hit a button as I'm activating the sword that plays like the SSA's indoctrinated speech shit. You know,
We'll
it's
say
going through the
threshold of
speakers.
6.
Yeah.
As you as it distracts him, and you have a threshold of 6 instead of a 7.
To understand that I'm not going up against his thoughts, I would like to bid a new thing called Black Agnes to understand what, you know, to get
Now, if you're
him.
dropping Black Agnes, that's what you're doing.
But I would like, is that to activate an attack or no? No, it's not
It's to
attack.
understand what's going on. So
Oh,
next
so
round,
yeah, no, it
or,
takes
or on your
concentration,
turn.
doesn't it? It takes concentration.
Yes, it does. It'll give you bonuses, but you'll have to wait till your turn.
Right.
Play your turn.
I
Stevie
get it.
Jones redeemed a narrative point for somebody.
Cool.
And again, oh shit, everybody
Gets a narrative point.
Everybody gets a
Ooh.
narrative point because of Soupy Jones.
Oh, nice.
Nice, thank you.
Thanks, Soapy.
I'm going.
Okay. Well, I'm at max, so
You better
I
spend
use
that
my
shit.
yeah. I was gonna say I use my narrative point to say that the big red button is intact even after the
Oh, you're such a
flamethrower.
son of a bitch.
I'm going to spend a narrative point to say that it's not. It might be intact, but it's just jammed and it doesn't.
That's right. You see it like gotta pop up, and then like the flames take it.
Yeah. That it's
You're
been
unsure.
melted.
You're unsure if it's viable or not, as you guys
Yeah.
have negated each other.
I feel like we've been here before. This is literally episode 1.
All right, so here's the thing: if you're dropping Black Agnes, it gives you bonuses, but it is not. You can't attack.
Yeah, I don't want to drop Black Agnes. I'll just do an attack, but I would like to call an attack as I'm
Sure.
So I'm gonna go for his head.
Okay, you guys are trying to cut each other's head off. So he's got a threshold 6 for you.
Mm-hmm.
The threshold for you to attack him is 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll. So
Okay.
throw down, and you remember you have your d6 chaos die.
And I would also like to use some traits and stuff, if that's okay.
Yeah, you do all the stuff you need to do. So he is attacking you. You are attacking him.
Yep.
Neither one of you are defending.
Yep.
Can I drop my narrative point to yell at Asterix and tell him to get his loyal men out?
Yes.
Because his men are on our side. So,
Yep.
well, him and a
Yep.
couple of his men, and be like,
Yep.
So, like, I'm by the door, and I'm like, get your men out.
Yep. Do it. As we will give you that narration here in a second. So think on it.
Okay.
right.
Holker, think on the narration of you guys, and the same thing with Katrina Telmas. Think on it. Dolby, what'd you get?
I'm going to use a trait from my laser sword, as well as I need 6, and then I would like to use my 4 burning sensations to activate my Blades Master.
Yep.
So that's 6, so I'm at limbo. And I will I can't bid my laser sword twice.
If you got a trait for it.
Yeah, I have
So
another
you can
trait.
bid the laser sword, and then if it has a trait, you can bid that too.
Yeah. Oh, and the laser. I'll bid the laser sword. All right.
Just remember, 2 ninja gear, 2 abilities is your max.
Okay. Well, why don't I do an ability? I'm gonna do Master at Arms, and I'm gonna do my trait Believer to activate Master at Arms.
Yep.
Which is upgraded twice, so that means that I roll 2 dice or roll. How does that? It doesn't give me automatic successes, I don't think.
Is this for Ninja Gear?
No, it's Master at Arms to activate my ability. Master at Arms. I gotta look that up.
So
I
Master at Arms, the way that Andrea does it, it gives you whatever your bonus is.
Yeah. So
That's how we've been doing it for this game.
2 additional successes, so that's 8.
Yep. All right. So roll the damage plus 2.
Okay. And the. Okay. Oh, fuck. 11?
Yeah. Drizzle, roll me
Yep.
a d8. Katrina, roll me a d8.
And I'm gonna say this is how a man hits.
All right, and roll your d4 as well, and add that to your damage since you went for a headshot.
Am I giving you the straight number or the successes?
Straight number. Straight number.
6.
Yep. What'd you get? Dolby.
11?
Is that with the d4?
No, I did not add the d4.
Yeah, roll a d4 because you went for a headshot, so you get
Yeah.
that in straight damage because you did hit.
I got a 3 on the d4.
So 14. And you rolled a d6 chaos die, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. 14. All right. Would you get Andrea? Would you get Drizzle?
6.
3.
6 and 3 is 9 plus 4, 13. All right. Hulker, roll a d6, please.
Five.
Okay. Drizzle, what'd you get?
3.
Andrea?
6.
All right. Dolby. As you run up a couple steps, dank, maybe off to the side, very adept at using your laser sword. How do you slice this guy's head off?
Well, I guess I just jumped away from the fire that Burgess had lit inside, and I feel like I pretty much just ran straight at him and went for his neck. Like I saw him going for mine. There wasn't a lot of strategy. It was pretty straightforward.
As with your blue light sword, laser sword, you swing at his neck. And what you also see is him with his red swinging at your neck. You take 15 damage, for he goes to your neck as well. As you both, you see Axel's head fly up, spinning like a top. As you take 15 yourself.
Okay.
Him cutting true into your fucking neck.
And can I use my unbroken ability or no?
Unless you've spent 2 abilities.
Oh, I used two abilities. Can I use my shield?
I would.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my shield, and that's a D6
All right.
to.
So you drop a pip to activate your shield.
Yeah.
As your shield is active, chink, at the last moment, absorb some of that fucking damage.
Yeah. No, it absorbs a little bit, but I got to roll a D6 to see if it explodes. I got a 4.
All right, that gives you an extra one, an extra point
Okay.
that it absorbs.
And that is another 2.
So 3. So 2, you take 12 damage.
Okay.
How you doing there, buddy?
I'm fine. I don't know how to do cold shot damage.
It gives you it gives you the D4 is the extra die. That's how it does. So what are you at? Plot armor wise.
I am at 10.
You're at 10 plot armor?
Yep.
But you've taken 10.
Yeah, I have 23 plot armor.
Oh, you're at 10. Yeah, you're fine. As he cuts at your neck, the laser sword goes through your entire neck, but the deflector shield, and the armor absorbs the blast or the energy. As you see his head fly off, his laser sword still ignited. He falls down, knees, torso, head, wop, 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 off to the side.
I would have given him a planet. Who's next?
You say to someone who's in the room, but no one is in the room except for char and smoke.
Well, this is
And
fitting.
Skip Trace, who is at the door. Actions on you guys. That encounter is over.
Is there any working machinery on this planet or in this room?
So the guys that were on Axel's side didn't.
No, they fucking
still fighting
ran.
against
They
this?
fucking
Okay.
ran.
Okay, I was
Because
just making sure.
You bid. And Asterix ran, so they ran.
Okay.
Something is going on in the room. As they're all running out the room, it's Dolby and Skip Trace standing there. Dolby, it's up. I mean, there's smoke and all sorts of shit and blood and etc. It's hard to see. There's that big red button. It's kind of half melted. Some computer screens. Right. Bad guys go. Something happens outside. Katrina and Burgess, you guys get to the outside. You see fire on the south side of the city. People running away from it. There is the ruin of a ship burning. And there's a cruiser that kind of finishes it off. An explosion. Meanwhile, a thunderstorm, the likes of which you've likely never seen, is descending upon the city. Yes, Dolby, you remember this, as it's electrifying shit.
I don't play metagames.
You've destroyed the balloons. You've destroyed part of the sphere that was protecting the city as electricity is crawling its way and turning off businesses.
Can't make it rain.
People are screaming. There's all kinds of bedlam going on.
I made it rain.
And
Good
I need to
time.
pee. All right. This moment will be, you're technically out of rounds because you guys have won that regard. The cruiser is still in the air, out of reach right now. Silas and Cherokee Sue are actually climbing off the building as there's lightning storms literally killing people in the streets, scorching the buildings. They're running towards Burgess and Katrina. Actions on you guys. Decide what you're going to do. Table talk. I'm going to pee. We're out of rounds.
Oh,
It's on you guys. What do you do?
I wanted to bid something for the last moments of Alfred, and I can wait till you get back.
Yeah.
And
Wait till I get
Dole,
back
as they
because
did.
that's a moment I kind of out of time. You guys go. Decide what you're doing.
Yeah, what are
Since
you up
it's
to?
me and Dolby, in the room, and just us, sir, there was a way better way to handle that.
Probably true. I just
No.
didn't like.
There was.
I believe you.
Way better way to handle it. I only have
Oh
one
no,
gun.
this is just me and.
No,
This is just me. And him.
there was a way better way to handle it. I was kind of caught off guard by a couple of different things. I admit I probably shouldn't have told Brick to move. I think they should have stayed put.
Well,
Yeah,
you just put down the man that I saved.
yeah. Well,
Just
he
so
wanted
you
to.
know that.
I didn't.
And I turn
didn't
around
know
and I
that.
walk out of the room.
You gotta say stuff out loud, soldier.
Well, I just turn around and walk out of the room.
Alright.
You can tell that he is not happy with you, and
Well,
he wouldn't have said this in front of anybody else, but since it was just the two of us, he
Yeah.
says that stuff before walking out.
that's fair.
Skip, Katrina will come over the comms, on your headset, and she say, "Hey, look, I like you all right. I would suggest leaving and closing the door behind you."
I'm walking out. I don't shut the door behind me, but I just walk out.
I
Yeah.
allow it all to happen because that's all I can do. I mean, I kind of felt like it's one decision after another decision, and it kind of all fell apart at the end there, but that stuff happens. We won the day, and there were costs, but that's war. That's what it's like when you're given a mission and you do the mission.
Are you saying this over comms or?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I'll probably have my comms button pressed. You do the mission. You do what they tell you. Because that's what you do. And I'm gonna just search around the room that I'm in.
What's left of it?
What's left of it? Look in the fog, I'm gonna pick through Confucius's clothing and search around the room, and I might warn all the NPCs that I believe are not there, about what's coming. I didn't start war. It was not my invention. I was hired to do a job. I was told to do a job. And that's what you do. Yeah. We don't necessarily have... My strategy wasn't great, but I wasn't given a lot of details. And it's frustrating when you don't have enough information to really do anything. There was no communication. I feel like now we're sitting on a planet that is in trouble. But same shit's not happening. It's a new day. And Novus Prime. And all the people on this planet are free to follow the SSA.
I'm just glad the coolment got away.
Oh, I don't
It's
think
that
it
ship
did.
that's burning in the ground.
I think that's the cool mint.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would message the ship, but I think comms are down for the moment. So who knows who survived and who didn't survive.
Looks like comms are down over there.
Yeah, I think comms are down everywhere. I think I really hurt Skip Trace's feelings. I should go talk to him. Skip.
Are you on comms or are you?
Yeah, I'll get off comms and follow you out for a second.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I mean, not before I do something, but.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure, okay. Do whatever you want to do.
Well, this is something we want to wait for Will for.
Yeah, we're all waiting for Will. It's fine. I guess I'll go ahead and follow Skip out and catch up to you, Skip.
Mhm.
Realizing I said and did the wrong things. How would you have done it different?
We had them. We were there to talk and find out information. Cool Me gave you a ton of information before we started, and the first thing you do is declare war on the leader and start fighting. We had the guy down. We had Axel down so he didn't fire on our ship, but you played that broadcast and it just caused him to fire on our ship and then come after us.
Yeah, nothing makes any sense in a world where you don't follow
But-
orders.
But you could have asked questions first.
I
Like,
did
what
ask
was the whole
questions.
point of? No, not of
Oh
Confucius.
no, you're right. You're right. I was gauging. I was trying to understand what his point was, but he clearly, you know,
You didn't give him the opportunity.
I did. He decided
No,
he.
you
No,
flat
I
out said
did.
he was a traitor, and he started firing because you announced he was a traitor to the whole room.
You're correct.
But they don't know. We've already found out that they don't know what they were doing. Some of them were acting under orders, thinking they were doing what the SSA wanted. So,
Right.
so you didn't even get that. That may have been the situation, but you didn't know. You called him a traitor, and he started firing, and everyone started firing.
But clearly he is a traitor. He wouldn't have reacted the way he did if he wasn't a traitor.
Anyone, if you call them a traitor, is going to start firing on you.
Yeah. Well, they shot first.
But you used inciting language.
Sure. Well, they made the wrong call, didn't they?
I don't know. The day you were saying earlier that we won the day. The day's not over yet. We don't know what's going to be like when we get up topside.
Well, they don't have leadership anymore.
No, but they do have a ship that's bigger than ours. And from what you said a second ago, our ship may not even be usable. So you
Yeah,
may
we
have
should-
just killed all of us.
I might have.
And that's something that I don't stand for. And
Yeah.
I'll turn around and walk off again.
Yeah. All right. Well, some people are pretty hot under the collar today. He did exactly the wrong thing. I'll open up comms. He did the wrong thing. He said the wrong words. That was his mistake. He was a traitor to the SSA. That's all you can do. That's all you can do with a traitor.
So, what y'all doing?
I think
Well-
I pissed off Skip.
Yeah, you did. Skip's not happy at all.
Yeah.
So, this scene that I'm going to throw you into, because 9 minutes until 11,
Yep.
big seminal fucking scene. Now, really quick, out of game, player wise, there's no problem. You all are making decisions based on what you think at the time. No big deal. In game, that's where the action is. That's interesting. Okay? Out of game, no one gives a fuck about it. I mean, I do, We can talk about it later. In game, though, interesting.
Oh yeah, there's a spider web of fucking chaos for sure.
Out of game, you guys are trying to make the best decisions you can make based on what you know, and I have thrown lots of boomerang loops at you. Okay. In game, this is where the conflict rise. Burgess, Katrina, you guys are running down the hallway. I am gonna leave Dolby and Skip for last for several reasons. So you guys better have something good. Katrina, Burgess, you're running down this corridor. Burgess, you're running your Argon flamethrower is still kind of going. Katrina's running behind you. She's, I'm going to say, a better runner than you. So she's like, tick, 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 tick. And she runs up next to you. What's the scene between you all? What are you guys doing?
Katrina just sort of, looks at him barely as she's running past and trying to get outie.
I say, I think I did a bad thing up there.
Yeah,
But it-
maybe.
But it was a good thing.
What?
So Confucius, he's well done right now.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
yeah, sure. Yeah. So while Katrina is running, she is also bidding Nedic to simultaneously be piloting the drone.
Okay.
And
To what end?
since there's nobody left in the room to
Well,
do
there is.
anything about.
There is.
Well, no,
there's,
while you were gone, they walked out of the room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, that's I kind of diatribe for a minute in the room and searched around the room.
Okay. We'll take care of that in just a second. Katrina, what else happens?
Yeah, Katrina pilots her drone over top of the big red button, and
I spent
dive
the
bombs
narrative
it.
point
Okay.
saying that it was
So,
not
in that case-
functional.
In that case, before that happens, Burgess, what are you doing? Actually, Burgess, hold. Because Katrina, I want you to describe what that is. It cannot just be in your head. There's got to be some outward sign that someone could figure out that you're up to mischief.
Yeah, I would.
It's up to you
I would
to
destroy
decide
any
what
kind
that
of
is.
thing that flew in there.
Dolby, before you realize that something has flown in there, you have diatribed, but I was off doing shit. So
Yeah.
What does Dolby do? I need an intention and a bid. Go.
The bid was I was searching the room, looking for anything that was out of place, and the bid was dumb fucking luck that I would find, because it's smoky, there's fire, and I just hope to find something in the room
Okay.
that is
You're
important.
just hoping to find something.
Yeah.
All right. That means you're just going to find something.
Something
random.
like something that is of strategic use. Something,
Yeah.
a document.
But it will be random. It'll be random. As in, this is like
That-
Dreadlore. It's a bit meta.
Yeah.
Have you figured out what there might be, or you just like,
Yeah.
is there a magic item in here?
No,
Can I
no,
get
it's not
the
a- not a magic
'Cause I
item,
want
not
the
any-
magic.
Not a magic item. Just I am looking for something that documents what happened. A history,
What are you looking for?
a logbook, like maybe if
Tell me what you're looking
if,
for.
if Confucius had a journal, a personal journal.
personal journal? You just want a journal written by somebody that you're saying
No,
is Confucius?
I said
Tell
Confucius
me-
had a personal journal where he kept his notes in.
Okay. You can find that.
Hmm.
We're in narrative land. I need to know what you want. I'm not talking about the ocean. I'm talking about a specific. Because you ask for the ocean, I'm going to give you
Yeah,
the ocean,
something
which
random.
is not what you want. You
Right.
want a thing because you're a fucking player, and you want a thing. So tell me what you fucking want.
I want to know the intent of what Confucius is. Like, what would why were they doing what they were doing?
So here's my question. Then why'd you fucking kill him?
Yeah, well, you're right.
So
I didn't.
Sorry about you. You didn't
didn't
fucking
kill him.
ask. You
I didn't-
fucking murdered
No,
him.
no. Seriously, I didn't fucking kill him. It wasn't me. I didn't shoot him. I didn't touch him.
Burgess flamed the shit out of those motherfuckers.
I didn't give an order to kill him. I didn't give an order for anybody to shoot. Dude fucking flew off the rails.
That he did. I agree with you. And you should fucking deal with it in fucking game, you motherfucker. So, what the fuck do you want?
I'm gonna go
What do
fucking
you
hit the
find?
button myself.
Ah!
I mean, seriously, like,
Good. No. It's good. It's good. What does Dolby find that's fucking proof? Tell me what he finds.
I just want some fucking proof. I want to find that they're working with the Clad. I want to find a
Yes.
connection
All right.
between
Absolutely.
Confucius and why. Just a document that has a list of fucking numbers. It doesn't matter what it is.
So this is what it is. This is what it is. I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want a data pad type thing where it's
Yeah,
like,
data
hey,
pad.
look, here are the scrolls? Or do you want something you can bring back with you? Like a, I'm thinking there's shit, because I said that fireplace.
Yeah, it wouldn't be paper.
So there could be shit in the fireplace that they were trying to
Yeah.
destroy,
Yeah.
right? Or is it like some artifact in the menagerie that he had that is incriminating, like shit that he should never have? So you got
Yeah,
a lot
contraband.
of leeway here. Contraband. What's the contraband?
The contraband would probably be
It
some
could literally
technology.
be anything you want.
Like a cube, like a fucking cube that has AI in it.
Yes. All right. Dolby, as you turn, what do you bid?
I bid dumb fucking luck, and I
Turn.
feel stupid fucking shitty for how everything went down.
But no one sees it. As Dolby, you turn, bidding dumb fucking luck. Skip Trace is there too, because you guys
No,
haven't left yet.
No, he
I know
walked
you
out.
guys left when I wasn't here, which means
Yeah.
it didn't fucking happen. As you turn, Dolby and Skip Trace, you see in the menagerie. What does it mean? It's like a collection of bullshit. I know this from Star Trek. I think it's called the menagerie. You see this hovering thing with a light. It's a little cube that both of you, I know Skip Trace, you technically weren't there. It's this cube. It's kind of a glow. It'll be 3 by 3. So 9 little cubes to make a cube. I just watched Terminator 2. As it floats, spinning. And it has a label. It says T.I.A. It is literally, Dolby, a smaller version of what you found at Whisper Base.
I'm gonna grab
It
it.
is an AI, a true AI that's unplugged, that's sitting there. We'll
Can
say
I
that's
grab it?
about the size of a football as you grab
Okay.
it. Skip Trace, you see this. As you guys, now fill me in on what you guys did.
Oh, we argued. He fucking
Yeah.
tore my shit up.
Yeah, because I off comms, because it was just the two of us. Skip laid into him about how you just killed the man that I saved, and that there was a better way to do what that was instead of letting it go to bedlam. And then I told him, like, we had one conversation and then I left, and then he had come out and we had another conversation and I left again because Skip he had said something about we won the day, and I was like, the day's not over because we still have to go to topside and find out what's going on up there. And I said that he may have just killed all of us, and I don't stand for that. And that was when I turned around and walked out the second time.
As Skip Trace walks out, Dolby, you, with all the emotion, see him walk out, but something catches your eye as you look over and you grab this little cube. And Dolby, you know what it is.
Yeah, don't tell anybody about it.
It's something.
It's something. I have something.
All right.
Fucking goddamn.
Katrina, I know you gotta go, but I'm gonna make you stay for a minute. I know you got a big day. But this is a fucking seminal ass scene. If you want to go, it's cool. I'll just NPC you.
It'd be funnier, but
as you start to exit, you all are leaving the tunnel. There's nothing that is happening. It's all on you when you do it. Silas and Cherokee are running up to you, Burgess and Katrina. A couple minutes behind is Skip Trace. Maybe a minute or two behind is Dolby. So if you guys want to wait, you all can you guys conglomerate. If you want to go off in your bits and pieces, it's up to you. Tell me what you do. Go. You're out of rounds right now.
Meet up with Cherokee.
Yep, you do. Let me give you 10 seconds to decide stuff.
What are we
It's
gonna
for
do? There's
everybody.
no ship.
Oh yeah, I saw it go down, but I don't know what happened.
Well, let's get back on the those droids that we rode in on.
He looks at Silas, who kind of like shrugs. The only shift we have to go on is the P&B one or the clad one, unless we're staying here. It's on you guys.
If they're stopped at the door, then I will have caught up with them, I'd say, by now.
You do.
Let's see what damage has been done.
Katrina just blows past everybody and leaves.
Where does she go?
Where you going?
To the nearest. I don't know. Probably back to the bar. Actually, she'd be just
She'd run back to the bar. Okay. Dolby catches up. So it's you three, and Katrina has run off to the bar. You three and Coolme. The Marines are milling about, trying to get people in order. There's fire. There's this electrical storm that's billowing through. It's bedlam outside. Actions on you all.
Is it the same storm as was on the Whisper base?
No.
Oh, okay.
And so are we finally notified that there is a storm? Is this like, because I didn't want to talk about the storm. You told me about the storm in an after hours a while back.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to base my reactions because of that storm. So is there a storm that's happening? If so,
oh yeah,
I would like to bid
it's
Silas.
It's like the front of the storm.
What the fuck is that, Silas?
As Silas turns, looks like an electrical storm. I'd say maybe all the makeup of the atmosphere makes it worse. I don't know. As you see Silas look up at the sort of broken shield. I bet they use that for power. That's why there's a shield over this settlement.
Oh. Are we fucked?
He kind of like looks around. We need to take cover or get in the ship. I mean, there's still more shield around here. The whole place isn't going to be fucked, surely.
Yeah, we should take cover.
And-
Is there anything we
and
can
the-
do to?
And the south
Possibly.
side is those old bunkers, so they're going to be shielded.
Sure.
It's actually the best place for it to be.
So we can't fix this, I guess. This
Silas
thing's
looks
hundreds
at
of
you.
feet in the air. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get on open comms. We need to head to the bunkers on the south side.
As you see Katrina running towards the south side where the shield is down and the bunker is that's where the old city is. So it turns out where the shield is down, that's where the old city is, and that's actually the most protected part. Because it's the old city and it's made for this shit. As Katrina, you're running towards lightning bolts all around you. You sort of dodge back and forth. Where are you going? You're a few hundred feet
so-
away from your group.
Still the bar. I mean, that's my general direction I'm heading.
As you're
to.
running that way,
Um,
the rest of you see Katrina running towards the bar, away from you all.
As sort of, I guess, my final action as I'm, getting away, Katrina will be, since I'm just gonna switch the use of my earlier bid.
I did
Katrina,
forget it. That's my bad. That's my bad.
it's whatever.
I'm going to interrupt you really quick because you did say that. Dolby, Rolwitz, do you notice this clandestine, stealthy
gotta-
fucking drone
I got a one
slip
success.
in? Katrina, if you want your drone to be slipping in there, then you got to roll.
What would it be? Wits, I guess.
I'd say grace
Okay.
or mind.
Grace works. So that's a total of 2 successes.
I'm gonna drop breath. I mean, unless there's something else I can do.
I love PvP.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's all I
mean,
got.
Well,
gonna
how
drop
would
breath.
here's the thing. How would breath work if
It goes to
like
limbo.
It just goes.
I mean
to limbo.
just no matter what?
Auto limbo.
Yeah, okay. No, there's nothing really I can do, but
You can drop limbo yourself to make it in your favor.
interesting. Okay.
You're,
I guess I'll do
you're-
that.
I-
Lovely
could-
PvP.
I
you
know.
guys get to
I
spend
know.
breath.
I'm gonna message Katrina. You know what you're doing, Katrina. You're dropping a thermonuclear bomb where you are. You're gonna kill us all.
I'm not doing anything.
I know her drone.
Well, no, I mean I'm still gonna drop breath. I mean you haven't said what actually happens either.
You're
I mean,
right.
in terms of the
That's the
breath.
limbo.
so-
That's the limbo. All right. Dolby drops breath, meaning it's
No,
it's limbo. Do you do breath as well or not?
Yes.
All right. So, as both parties have dropped the breath, it's up to me.
I'm just gonna say I'm not doing the same action I was gonna do before. So
Oh,
there's
what are you
that.
doing then?
I'm just well, first of all, the first thing I'm doing is getting the drone in there without it being noticed.
It is noticed.
Okay.
It does notice it because Dolby drops breath. Because you drop breath,
So
that
what
means it's in your favor.
So what is it? I guess I don't understand what that means.
Okay, so what it means is this. You have to decide what you're doing. You can't ride the wave. You have to say, this is what I'm doing, and therefore make the breath roll, or the dropping the breath. You can't be like, oh, I drop breath, I get by, and then I hit the button. That doesn't work. You have to be specific. The onus is on the player, not the arbiter.
I was told earlier in the game, if I remember correctly, that one of the locations that had a high-speed communications, set up was the bunker. So
You're right.
Katrina is trying to clandestinely access
Hey,
that
here's the
high-speed
problem,
communication.
Katrina. You're not telling anyone, and Dolby spent breath, so Dolby sees your drone. Ergo, you could dismiss all of this by just fucking speaking up.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to explain. What do you do?
I don't know what you mean by speaking up. Like I'm just saying, the
You're
point is to
slipping,
get
you're
the
slipping your
yeah.
drone in. Dolby sees it.
Okay.
Now, metagame wise, we know what that means. In game wise, you're trying to be sneaky. Dolby sees it. It's in your favor. So what do? Dolby, you do see a drone. Slip it.
What are you doing, Katrina?
Katrina, what is the drone doing?
The drone is going over to finding the access terminal for the communications and hacking into it.
All right.
Can
As
I
you
assist
drop
you?
breath. Wait. Does
No.
she tell Dolby?
Oh.
No.
All right. So Dolby,
I'm-
you asked that question. Katrina does not tell you.
I repeat my question. What are you doing, Katrina? I move closer to the drone.
This is
Okay, Katrina
this is
gets into the
Telma's
bar.
business at this stage. This is Telma's business. You are out of the conversation.
This plan is my business. I am not out of any conversation.
Oh, I love this.
When you decided to unilaterally derail any negotiation attempt, you lost any privileges in that regard.
Yeah,
Katrina?
that was my that was the order that I was given by the SSA. I am full authority to do exactly
Katrina,
what I've
do you
done.
bid to hack in? Dolby, I'm assuming you're moving towards Katrina.
I'm moving towards the drone.
Oh, so you go back into. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I see a drone
Dolby,
go
what do you
into
bid
the.
to get to the drone, or to get into that room, I should say, because you don't know where the drone is.
Tech mage.
Okay.
I
You
bid
start hacking into the Ansible. What do you bid?
Indoctrinated.
As Dolby, this is Burgess. You see this happening. You don't necessarily hear what they're saying because they're on private channels. I'm assuming private channels or open.
I'll be on open channel.
All right, so open channels. So Skip and Burgess, what are you two doing as Katrina dives into the bar out of sight? Dolby spins around and runs into the bunker back. What are you guys doing?
I'm actually going to go to Asterix and be like, how can I help you?
So you're not dealing with this situation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that situation that they're.
Okay. Then we'll get to you in just a second. Just remind me in a second.
Well, we can
run back into the
next.
Burgess, what?
I'm gonna run back into the bunker.
All right. Burgess is behind you, Dolby, as you guys are running in. Katrina, you have hacked into this Ansible.
As soon as I see the
bar,
connection,
you see William, like, what do you want to drink?
I'll hold my hand up, and as soon as I see the connection notification, I send a direct message to Telmar Shipping HQ. Katrina, this is Katrina Telmith. I request full what's the fleet support in regards to Novus Prime. I'm in dire situation. Please help.
Dolby, you run in, you see this drone like fucking around over the console.
And I will say,
the self-destruct area.
It's not over top of it, but it's nearby. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way I can? I'm gonna message Silas again.
Yep.
On open comms. Silas, I'm not sure what Katrina's doing, and this is just for the Marines only. I'm gonna not message.
So not
Katrina.
Katrina. Okay.
Silas, I'm not sure what Katrina's doing, but she's messing with some of the equipment down here, and she's not responding to my communication. Is there anything you can do to help me with the computer system down here? I'm worried there's a big red button, and I think there's a thermonuclear bomb. So I want to make sure to disarm this bomb. I'm not sure what she's doing, but
you see Silas. I should say Skip. You see Skip and Burgess is next to you, Dolby.
Yeah.
Skip, you see Silas kind of, oh, okay, and go into the bunker. As Burgess looks around, as Cherokee Sue looks around, what are we doing, Skip?
I'm going to try and help Asterix and his men real quick. Because that's what needs to
Well,
be
I'm going to
done
help
right now.
Dolby. What does he need? Dolby, what do you need?
I'm trying to get Silas to help me disarm this
He's gone down into the bunker. What do you want me to
nuclear warhead. Help Skip.
do? Okay.
Actually, no.
Cherokee walks over.
Get your eyes on Katrina.
Okay. As you see him long walking towards the bar.
I say, Lieutenant, I think that button's probably fried.
I don't know. I think we should double check.
Katrina, you are in the bar. You've sent your
Yeah.
message.
Also, I guess I was gonna say it before, but then you were, I'm going to also send it with a personal encryption key.
Okay.
So that way they know the message is actually from me.
Sure. As you do. Now, it is a limbo thing, which obviously the limbo is that Dolby gets to act as well. The limbo is also, you note, as you put in your key, there's a lot of interference. Perhaps someone has scanned, perhaps some of the message is deleted, but it is from you, and it will get to Telmar. You do know. So that's the limbo. All right. Dolby, as Silas comes down and starts tooling around, assuming you guys bid Silas, does
Yeah, I'll bid
everyone
Silas,
decide
yes.
on bidding Silas? Yeah or nay?
Also, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I know you gotta go.
But I was gonna say the last thing I want to do though with the drone, and I can do, and this would probably be a separate bid since this is kind of like over the top. But I will bid. Oh, Haywire. That actually works perfectly. So Katrina will use the drone to delete any stored information of the message she sent, and then basically there's a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a self-destruct device, but basically a method of completely frying all the electronics on the drone.
Sure. All right. Before you leave Andrea, because you can't blow everything up and then run. I mean, you can, but I'm going to roleplay how that rolls. Here's what's going to happen. They roll in. They will fuck with the self-destruct button. Silas will figure it out. Your drone will self-destruct itself, falling to the floor. So you don't have a drone anymore. It is fucked. It's gone.
Yeah.
You're now an enemy of the state. So it's up to them to decide what to do with you. Here's the thing. You can be on the run and whatnot, or you can deal with them. If you're on the run, you better have a good plan because you're basically exiting the game. This is your plug. You're saying, hey, fuck you all, I'm out. Which means you're waiting for them to get you. As in you're waiting for your Telmar to come and get you. You are actively exiting the game. Or you're doing something and staying in the game. This is based on the player's plug. So why in the goddamn hell is Katrina still here with them? And why would they not murder the shit out of you? This is the question you have to ask. And you have to answer. Because right now, Cherokee Sue's coming in to the bar. And he's going to put you down. He's not going to kill you. But he is well equipped to take care of Katrina in an enclosed space.
Katrina, what are you doing?
This is something you need to answer. If you want to exit the game, then you are going to exit the game right now because Cherokee Sue is going to break your fucking neck. You can't take him out. In an enclosed space, you can blow up and try to kill him. He will kill you. Or you can try your subterfuge. But Telmar cannot get here in time.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. Are you staying in the game or are you going out?
I mean, Katrina's plan at this point would probably be to convince the rest of the, because Cherokee Sue wasn't there, but he's aware. I mean, he probably is at least aware of what happened in the bunker.
So you're gonna try to convince Cherokee to go against Dolby? I mean, that's possible. I'm not Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm not Jazzy. So if you're gonna go that angle, that's fine. But I need to know. Does Katrina still have an angle, or is she like, I'm out?
No, that's probably the angle
Right.
I'd go for.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, as Katrina, you run in the bar, William is like, seriously? As you run past, a few minutes later, you get a confirmation that your message was sent because it's inansible.
Yeah.
You get a response on the way. As boom, Cherokee Sue bursts in, looks over at you, points, does the 2-finger point. Stand down, Marine. And Cherokee subdues you. As to how rough that is, we will decide what that is here in a second. Next week. Okay? We'll see if you get away. We'll play it. Jazzy will be here. We'll see if you get out. We'll see if you diplomatize, whatever. All right.
Cool.
Namaste.
Bye, Andrea.
All right. Bye, guys. See you next week.
So, Cherokee will say to you, Dolby, and on the comms, I got her. And that's what you know.
Yep.
That Cherokee has dealt with the situation as far as you know.
Sure.
Skip trace. You walk up to Axel, who turns. He looks concerned. Ugh.
Axel is dead.
Sorry, Axel, not Axel. Sorry, my name gets confused. Looking back at you.
What can I do to help?
He looks up at, the storm. Get everyone indoors. That's the best you can do right now.
Any of your men need looking after real quick?
He grabs you by the shoulder, rather roughly, but you're used to it.
Yeah.
As he yells, you can tell he's very angry at the situation, but it's he's not trying to hurt you.
Yeah, no,
As he says, I don't know, you all fucked up everything. As he kind of shoves you off, just fix it, and turns and sort of stomps off, yelling at people to just make shit happen.
Yep. And so I'll start with civilians, trying to get them as quick as I can into buildings. And
as you're out here, doing this, you see Skip Trace, the clad ship, float over and land on the northern part of the city.
Okay.
The cruiser sort of flies around, circling. There's still the burning of the cool mint as the cruiser goes off to the north and just starts patrolling.
So, did them shooting down the Coleman, is that what caused the dome to mess up? Okay. That's me as the player trying to figure out
Yep.
what
That's
exactly
what happened. The ship crashed into the dome.
Okay.
As in, they shot. Axel said, I think it was Axel. No, it wasn't Axel. It was Asterix. Said, be close to the ship, or close to the
City.
shield, because they surely they won't fire on the shield. But then they did.
Yeah.
They fired close. Essentially, when
Yeah.
it all went tits up, they actually fought.
Yeah. That's what I was just trying to figure out what exactly had actually happened. Yeah. So that's me as I'm running, trying to, and I'll bid, I actually will bid human shield to get as many civilians and stuff into buildings as I can.
So Skip, you
while
will
ships going
have
down.
a bonus for dealing with Novus Terrans.
Okay.
Because you did this. You can give yourself a trait if you want. Decide what it is. Okay, we're in the montage. As time will pass, essentially what is happening, you cannot deal with what's going on with Katrina because that's Katrina and Cherokee. Something has happened there, whether she got away, whether she convinced him, whether she subdued him, whatever. In the time of whatever you guys are doing, assuming it's not going into that bar, if you're going into the bar, then, well...
It's securing the war room is where I'm at.
You secure it. Montage, how do you secure it?
Silas, I get Silas and Burgess to help me secure the war room.
Silas,
and I asked
disconnect
Silas,
the thermonuclear device.
Yeah, I asked Silas, is this room safe?
He looks up. I mean, relatively, aside from this bomb would take out about a quarter of the city. It's a tactical nuke.
Yeah, that's fucked
We could
up.
use it on the cool mint if he kind of looks off.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was them. That was their freaking Moriarta. Like the cool mint was positioned to where they were gonna fuck the city if
Silas looks up. Clearly Moriarta is fucking crazy. We need to find Grim.
Yeah, we do need to find Grim. Do you think you could help me find Grim?
You see Silas mucking about, trying to mess with the terminal. It'll take some time, but I think I can do it.
All right, Burgess. Let's go
Lieutenant.
find Grim. Stay on the channels. We'll go explore the city. Stay here. If you think this is safe, maybe we'll use this as our home base.
Now
If
you
don't
notice
think it's
a bunch of
Go ahead.
relics and all kinds of shit in this room. Although the room is charred and full of bodies, by the way.
Yeah, relics like just they've been stealing and hoarding and
All
They're
manner
rich.
of shit.
yeah, all manner of things. Yeah, these guys are all fucking
In the
Yeah.
Into Space manual, which is online, you can literally find everything in this room, aside from ships. Anything that would
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
There's also
Okay.
a laser sword that is red.
Oh wow. Yeah, no. You want a laser sword, Burgess? Or maybe we should give it
Yes.
to I think it'd do a little less damage than say using that firestorm thing that you got on your back.
You seemed to come in pretty handy earlier.
Yeah,
Burgess, roll a d10.
I feel like it was a
Remember
little
that's
excessive
percentage.
force. For we needed tactical, and that was kind of like not.
Tactical. No, you
Yeah.
needed.
Oh, sorry, d12, not a d10.
Oh. D12.
Yeah, remember
But
this
it
is
took-
subtracting
it
your
worked.
percentage.
All I have to do is it fucking worked, man. So
Subtract that from your total.
I
All right.
guess you can't really
Last
go
moment.
back.
This
on
is
that.
this is montage. What are you guys doing? And then we're gonna end.
Well, let's go find our guy. Go find the lieutenant.
I take the laser sword.
All right, you do. We'll get to the mechanics here in a second. So when we end, don't just jump off. As Dolby, you roll out. Silas is at the desk figuring things out, hacking. Burgess takes a laser sword and follows you. So it's Dolby and Burgess coming out of the tunnel. You do. Skip Trace. Last moments on you.
Yeah, no, I'm still just helping people,
All right.
getting them safe.
You
'cause-
find yourself, Skip Trace, at the airfield, which is about a click north. There's a couple Marines with you. You've helped out a bunch of people. At this point, about 30, 45 minutes has passed. Dolby, you and Burgess are looking around. And this is where we're going to end.
All right.
The storm is raging in the south. Thankfully, though, the rest of the shell of the city is holding. Clad ship has landed in the north. Skip Trace, as you're at the airfield, sort of central north of the city, you see a column. They don't look like soldiers per se, but of severely netic people, Zens. There's something odd about them. They have on robes, hoods. They kind of look like elves, right? So they're sort of otherworldly, walking down the street, and they're administering aid to different people. The way their aid works, they like hover Star Trek kind of devices over people, and it starts healing them. You
Does it look-
know, huh?
Go ahead.
They look like the Clad.
Well, I mean, but do they look like what Gostrom looked like before Gostrom took?
Yes,
Are they dressed like Gostrom, basically?
they're dressed like
Is what-
Gostrom.
Okay.
You notice the other Marines that are with you. See them. They kind of guffaw a little bit as they'll turn and look at you and say, "It's the Clad." As you realize they've seen them before, but you realize also they don't come out very often. They seem to be helping.
Yep.
Dolby, we'll say that you're in the southwest of the city toward the factory at this point, as that's been the best idea of where the lieutenant, where the people you're looking for, where the railroad is. Burgess is with you. And it's at that point you get a communique from Cherokee. And that's where we're going to end. We'll see what Cherokee has to say. All right. Burgess. Your
Yes.
dragon's breath is at what percentage right now?
61%.
All right. You now have a laser sword. Dolby, would you like to tell him what the laser sword does?
It's at I think you roll a d6 every time you use it.
Yep.
That's a chaos die, and if you roll a 1, something terrible happens to you. It's 2d6 is the damage, and it has 3 traits, or 2 traits. I think it starts at. How many traits does it have? Mine has 4 traits, so it has some traits on it, but
It has the flaw unstable. So you have
Unstable.
added to it.
yeah, I have unstable.
Yeah, you've added the rest of it.
I've added multiple traits to mine, so
So it has 1 trait
yeah, I've got like 2
out of the box.
or 4 traits on mine. So there we go.
I have picked up a minor goal, and I have a question. I don't think I got my major goal, but I may have accidentally, but I don't know.
What is it?
My minor goal was to make it out of the bunker.
That you got.
Yeah, that I definitely got.
You all got
major-
that.
My major goal was to figure out what is going on with the planet. I don't think I got that, but we did get more information on that. So
What do you
that's
think's
up
going
to
on?
you. I didn't get it because you asked it, and I didn't have a good answer.
I mean, you can
But-
ask your compatriots to figure it out.
Well, it's the Clad have stepped up and they're helping the community grow. But I guess I still don't know the politics of everything that's going on. I do know that Grim has he's all about AI. But yeah, no, I didn't get it because
Right.
I've still got too many questions going on in my head and talking about it.
Anyone else get major or minor goals?
So
I
we did
got a-
pick up one minor.
Major, and I'm gonna guess that I get a minor goal as well.
What's that?
My major goal was to unseat Confucius.
That you did. Burgess saw to that.
And
You
my
guys got
minor
it.
goal was to disrupt the shipment
Yeah.
because they landed.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. You gave them something else to do. Absolutely.
So you picked up. So that's 2 towards the team goals.
Burgess, you got any major minors?
No.
All right. So how many goals we got towards the team goals total?
Wait,
My count is 21.
it should be 22 because we picked up 3. We were at 19 and we picked up 3.
Okay.
All right,
Does
2
that sound
more.
right?
You guys get a thingamajig, and you have some dread points.
Yeah, we have 2 dread points. How many
All
pips do you get for a major or minor?
1.
1.
So if you got a
For each.
major, everyone gets 1.
Everybody gets a pip.
If you got a major goal, you get all your cunning and breath back.
Yeah.
Got a minor goal, you get 1 back.
You don't get experience on minor, right?
Minor
You
goal,
get
you get 1
one.
experience.
One,
I think
and
it's
then
2
you get
on a
2
major.
on.
Correct.
Okay, that's where I was. Okay.
All right. Well done. Difficult session. All right, so let's take a little break, and then let's do an after hours. I think this would be a great after hours if you guys can do it.
Yeah, I got a limited time, but I can do a few minutes.
I'm going to bed, so see you later.
All right,
All right,
man.
Hulker.
And if you were wondering what you're listening to or watching, it's Dreadlore, Into Space,
Dreadlore into
where we
space.
all kind of get angry at each other and
Yes.
screw each other over. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
And we have a good time. Thanks to our cast, Bill Bunkum, Ken Howl, Daniel
Memory.
Hooker, Drizzle, Andrea Elliott-Johnson, and sometimes Jazzy Cabbage and Max. Thanks to all lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt
All
for
lowercase
the
letters.
music, as well as our Patreon members. Please join our
Tim
Patreon.
Roberts,
That's super
Daniel
important.
Hoker,
Hulker.
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Natalia
Elchick, and Natalia Cline. Couchfire Media for the art and media production,
Couchfire.
as well as Trois Replay Productions.
Whatever. They do.
Subscribe today, soldier. Subscribe and become a
Today.
citizen. Today.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes to do some after hours thoughts.
Yeah.